Good morning. You know, growing up, my uncle, he used to have this sign on his refrigerator. It said, "Success is the best revenge." And that was a theme with me throughout adolescence, growing up, that kind of thing. Um, I always kind of remembered that sign, always thought about it. However, the older I get, the more I realize that inner peace is achieved when revenge is not necessary or even pursued. Revenge is a negative energy. Even the good things that are accomplished when we use revenge as a motivating factor are short sighted, and they're usually not even worth the price that was paid. What I've learned is to let it go. Learn from the lesson, seek out better friends, have better conversations, and create a better version of you. If you have people in your life that are making you pursue revenge or even think about revenge, you need better people in your life. And I've chased revenge and I've chased peace both. And I'm telling you, peace in your hand is much better than spite in your heart. Much better. What I've learned about life is we're better off when you can forgive when you can. Allow other people the grace that you would like to have. We are all only capable of doing our best. We're not capable of doing better than our best. For some people, that bar is set really, really low. And we have to remember, not everyone is where we are. Not everyone is on the same journey of self-development, self-growth, self-betterment. And even those that are on that journey may not be as far along as we are. The hunger for revenge, it leaves you satisfied. It leaves you unsatisfied, excuse me. It leaves you unsatisfied. I've learned in life, if something costs you your peace, then it costs too much. And I would say today, in reference to the sign on my uncle's refrigerator door, success is not the best revenge. Self-growth is. And that's what I would like to impress upon you today. That's what I would like you to think about, reflect on. Have you been carrying a burden in your heart? Have you been carrying weight on your shoulders? Have you been being mad at somebody, even for reasons that are justified? And you know, I'm talking to myself today. I don't know that I necessarily seek revenge. I think maybe I'm past that point. But there are times with certain people that I harbor resentment. And harboring resentment is a thief too. It steals your joy, steals your peace. And I heard a saying one time, having unforgiveness in your heart or harboring unforgiveness, resentment, same thing, is like drinking poison and hoping it kills somebody else. You know, it just don't work like that. And I try and go about each day with peace. You know, the other day, me and my wife, we got into a little argument. Yeah, it happens. I know I'm positive. I know I got positive vibes and all that. But me and my wife argue sometimes. And sometimes, that little thing from the Philippines, she will aggravate me to no end. And I happened to go out and have dinner with my cousin. I had wanted her to go out to eat. She was being stubborn and, no, I ain't going with you. Okay. My cousin was in town, so I went out to eat with her. I had a nice time. And after dinner with my cousin, I come home. I got home about 8 o'clock, 8:30 maybe, somewhere in between, but it wasn't too late. And I remember driving home. I was so happy. I had so much peace in my heart that I hadn't went out and did anything wrong. I remember in times past I'd have gotten an argument, or she would have upset me, or somebody would have upset me, not necessarily her, but somebody would have upset me. And I'd have used that as an excuse to go out and drink, go out and do drugs, go out, maybe go to the strip club, go out and do a whole bunch of things that satisfied this flesh. And then I had to come home with a heavy burden on my shoulders. I had to come home with heaviness and unrest in my heart. My mind would have been worried about how I can lie and get away with what I did, or what excuse can I come up with. I'd have called a friend of mine and said, "Hey, listen, I need you to be my alibi," and I'd have had to put this whole elaborate thing together to cover my tracks. I didn't have to do any of that. None of it. Because I didn't go out and do nothing wrong. I come home with peace. And she may have been wondering where I was at. I was out about 3 hours. And when she's aggravated at me, she won't text me or anything. She acts like she don't care. So we didn't really speak, and she didn't know where I was at. And no doubt she was probably home tripping. I wonder where he's at. I wonder what he's doing, blah, blah, blah. And when I come home and I was like, "Where you been?" I was like, "Oh, I went out to dinner with my cousin." She was in town for the weekend, and she actually left the next day after this happened. So I think she was relieved of where I was at and that I didn't do anything wrong. I know I was relieved. And the whole thing was, I had peace. I didn't dread coming home. I didn't dread seeing her. I didn't dread looking in the mirror. I didn't have worries on my mind when I laid my head on my pillow. And man, that's so much better than trying to plot how to get even, trying to plot how to punish her for being mad at me. So much better than going out and doing wrong things. Chase peace. That's my word today. Chase peace. Self-growth is better than revenge. And that's what I would say about today's encouraging word or morning motivation is chase peace. Whatever's going on in your life, whatever circumstances may arise, whatever it is that you are having to deal with, the solution is to chase peace. If one set of circumstances plays out in your mind, or one option is not peaceful and another one is, well, follow your peace. Always follow peace. Not revenge, not unforgiveness. Peace. Man, your life will be so much better. You'll improve, your spirituality improve, your peace, well, I want to say your peace of mind will improve, but I don't want to use the word peace again. So I'll say your spiritual health, your mental health. It'll have a positive effect on your physical health. And today is Monday. It starts the week. So I would say the word for today, chase peace, not revenge. Thank you. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your interest. If you like this video, I appreciate if you click like. If you subscribe to the channel, that will really help me. If you notice, I don't ask y'all to like and subscribe at the beginning like a lot of people do. I figure I have to deliver a little value first. So I do these morning motivations. It helps me. I'm hoping it helps somebody out there. And if you get something out of this, subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave me a comment. I appreciate that. And today's motivation or devotion, it comes from a book, Up Your Averages, that I wrote. And if you're interested in seeing more, I'll leave a link in the description below. And if you like the Up Your Averages a sweatshirt, I have a link for that in the description below as well. It's a great way to support me. It's a great way to support your own peace of mind and inner strength. Up Your Averages.